can we move on to?
Okay, let's go to another headline. This is the Juve's headline. I think a match we want to see.
These are the kind of things we want to see. If this is how this season is going to be,
yes,
continuing from where we left off with Barca and Inter last season, I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
Are you up for it?
So long as it's not the Singapore people pulling strings at the back, because I felt it was a good game. It didn't look too dodgy, even though that last goal, the equalizer, the fourth goal for Juve.
It went to VAR.
It went to VAR. They didn't show us what they saw, but it looked marginally offside to me. In the EPL, they'll have cancelled that goal. But
shouldn't the attackers, strikers have benefit of a doubt?
That's what they said. That's what they said.
I think all this marginal...
They said it at the beginning of last season, that they will give preference to the striker. When the striker has an edge in a tight call, they will give it. But they didn't give it. You're even seeing where somebody's toe, we showed it here multiple times last season, where somebody's toe, somebody's nose, somebody's shadow, is making you offside and they're cancelling the goal. I thought the preference was to give the strikers the advantage in those close calls. Yes. But we didn't see it. And I'm not going to argue too much because, like you said, this one I'm a neutral. In fact, throughout all the tournaments this season, I'm a neutral because I'm at Fulham. And Fulham is not competing for anything. So I'm going to be watching most games neutrally and not invested in any team. But like I said, I'm up for goals. Certain things to take home from that Dortmund performance. Coach of Chelsea, coach of Super Eagles, that want to dribble into the net.
You saw shots from outside
3 of their goals were from outside the 18-yard box, or if within the 18-yard box, they were shots. Not passing, you want to... And Coach Dixon always attributes it to the Guardiola effect. But the question is Guardiola coaching Super Eagles, for example?
But that's the new school of thought.
But I thought you said football was not good.
You remember I told you when we wanted to play Rwanda, I said, can we have, because let's say teams that sit low block, can you practice, shots from outside the 18 or edge, the edge of the box? Because we are tired to want to pass. Everybody wants to score a perfect goal. We've been now this generation has been raised over more than a decade, watching Messi. The perfect goal, the tic-tac, the dribble into the box and
just cut and score.
And score, Arjen Robben style, if you are left-footed. And sometimes it doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Like you said, you saw those games, you saw those, shots from outside the 18, crosses. You go to the byline, cross into the ball if you have a tall striker.
Juve did the same. That equalizer was brilliant.
But no, the striker wants to go to the winger wants to go to the byline and still cut and move into... Sometimes it's tiring.
Waste of time. The opportunity goes.
Like you rightly said, Chelsea of that time. How many goals the strikers will have? You score double figures, but you pass like 15
Lampard outscored Drogba at the end of the day.
Lampard will outscore you. The shot from outside the 18 is back of the net. But again, I'll continue to say, scoreline like this is what we want to see. Guess what? Those goals were scored in just the second half.
I'm telling you.
Yes. Do you understand? So it was 8 goals in 45 minutes. What we want to see. But again, the question will be, is defending.
It shows exactly both sides. It shows terrible defending on both sides. I mean, for Dortmund, they caused the calamity on themselves. We were watching the highlights a moment ago, and we saw where they let Juve into the back door. And it's something we talked about during the international break, during the Super Eagles era, where you have to play to what the coaches want.
Yes.
Back in the day, there's something we call... I remember being in the stadium with you. It was the Mombolaji Johnson Arena, and we were watching a particular game, and you just kept shouting, "Bude the ball, bude the ball." In case you don't know what bude the ball means, it's just... Clear the ball out. And we saw the defender.
Yes.
Who would have known that, I wish we could show that particular part of the game, who would have known that just such a careless mistake in the 92nd minute?
Even if you push it for a throw, I'm not saying it's even
just
better.
Kick it to throw in.
Just kick it to throw in.
But throw in your opponent's half. But he just carelessly, I won't clear. Let me pass. And he passed, wrong shot, wrong pass. The person he passed to just crossed it into the middle of the ball. Boom, goal. 4-3, game on. Before you know anything, it's 4-4. and you're having a totally different argument. Game that would have ended and rested, you'll have rested with 4-2.
Yes.
The only reason the fourth goal came for Juve was because you allowed the third goal come in.
Definitely.
And the game changed. So, so many, like I said, so many things to pick out from that. And but what do? Do you risk not playing to the coach's instruction? Because there are certain coaches. Let me give you one example. Pep Guardiola, if you do that thing, you clear that ball.
And you win 6-0.
And you win 6-0. He's benching you.
He's coming for you.
So that's a dilemma, and that's why we see football the way it is today. Unlike when in the past, when it was intuition, players played as they felt the game. They will tell you things like, you ask someone like Thierry Henry, how did you know to do that? Or which there was an Arsenal, is it Bergkamp, the one that did that?
Bergkamp.
That he did that flick of the ball and turned around, epic goal in the Premier League. They will tell you it's just what they felt to do at the time.
Yes.
That's how they felt it. Yes. Today it's so mechanical. It's
so
on paper.
It's like Roberts playing football.
It's like you're actually playing PS4.
Go there. And I think the style of football now has actually toned down the need for flair.
Yeah, we don't see flair
anymore.
I have my own school of thought too, as regards that.
We don't see.
But I agree 100% that
we don't see flair anymore. But again, after looking at those games, we have to look at, are we seeing a different Real Madrid? Now, people might say it's Marseille. But I was looking into that Marseille team. Very, very experienced players. Kondobia, Odog, play for Spurs, play for Monaco in the Champions League. We saw the likes of Aubameyang. We saw the likes of Greenwood. So they were seasoned players playing for Marseille. But yeah, you say it's Marseille. But as Alonso,
it was a close one for Real Madrid. It was a hard-fought victory.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. That don't forget at the first game at the beginning they had Arnold, injured. Now he has gone. It's back-to-back injury for him. Not the career he wants in Real Madrid. People are saying he should have stayed in Liverpool. Again, people are saying, is this the next Hazard? After being the king in Chelsea, I go to Real Madrid, you want to turn to a flop. But time will tell. Carvajal came in and got a red card in 72 minutes. Game tied at 1-1. Madrid still won. Now, this is what happened also over the weekend, where they had a red card and still went to win
the game.
I think Alonso brought in another way of playing for this Madrid that, we were talking about this. Never give up. That Leverkusen, we can still score with 10 men. If it's 90
whatever minutes, we can still make something happen as long as the whistle has not been blown. We have 10
men. So I think that's a good one because ordinarily last season, with the form they are in and the Ancelotti era, now not taking anything away from Ancelotti, that one season wasn't that very good season. They have given up and said, you know what, if we draw this game, but there they go again, one man down, still went ahead to win.
The only thing that spoiled it is that the 2 goals were 2 penalties. So I know
was it what penalty?
We score clean goal, please.
Which one is clean goal? If I have penalty against South Africa, Bufontaine, I will not collect it.
Score clean goal, please.
But again, Mbappe, he made a milestone yesterday by scoring 50 goals for Real Madrid. Already. This is just the second season started. He has scored 50.
I like how he's handling his critics. I remember on the Prime Sports group, he came under fire at the beginning. Yes. Around this time last season, how a lot of people said, yes, they didn't win anything last season as a club, in spite of the incredible firepower that they have. But maybe, just maybe, he's not a team player. Hear me out. Maybe he's not just a team player, and he's building on his own individual success. Of course, to the detriment of players like Vini. But
Vini didn't start. Vini didn't start.
To the detriment of players like Vini.
But of them, do you think they can play together?
Nope, they can't. Absolutely. I said this. I called this from the beginning when he was moving. I said it's going to be a problem for Vinicius because, first of all, Vini was the star person for Real Madrid in terms of going forward. You can't have Vini and Mbappe in the same team. You can't have Mbappe and anybody else in a forward going in any team. Now,
for these talents, yes, you can have them. But for the mindset of as players,
who is the burden on?
Yes.
Who is the responsibility on?
Who are you passing that last ball to?
Exactly. Am I going to pass?
Are you giving to Vini?
If I was, who is their midfielder now? Who is their midfielder? It used to be Madrid.
Don't even
Madrid
say Tchouaméni. He got a yellow card again. Almost a red.
he got red card. Tchouaméni, I don't know what's up with that brother. But just imagine you have Goulier or you have Valverde. You're thinking you're going forward in transition.
Mbappe is here.
Mbappe is just slight on your right. Vini's on the left. Both of them are true on goal.
Who are you passing
Who do you pass to? That's the dilemma of Real Madrid.
I'm telling you right now,
99% of the time they're giving it to Mbappe.
Yes.
And so I can understand Vini, but it is what it is. That's the brutal part of football. That's the brutal part of football. I'm playing in a club like Real Madrid.
Yes.
That's the brutal part of it. Look at Jack Grealish. He went to City, a club where the biggest personality is the coach.
Yes.
Not the players.
Not the
no matter who you are, the coach is it. Now you were highlighting how he's moved to Everton right now, and he's one player of the month for August. I mean, goals and assists that he didn't do in City, all that. Well, I have my own opinion once again about Jack Grealish and everything, but it is what it is. Sometimes being in a certain club can actually limit your potential, your football playing potential. It may elevate your football career status-wise. He earned record signing, incredible salaries, Champions League, Premier League titles. You have all that. You'll never have won it with Aston Villa. You're not likely going to win it with Everton, but you have it. But at the expense of not playing time and playing like a robot. What we're complaining about, playing in a way that doesn't give you freedom to be the main person. Who was he going to bench? Who was he planning to bench in the City team? Pep knows he has people. Is he going to bench De Bruyne? Is he going to bench Bernardo Silva? Who is he going to bench?
Because that's where it is. And that's what's actually, that's what is actually probably affecting the Super Eagles. People always come and say with Nwobi.
Is Nwobi going to bench Lookman?
Nwobi rolls from the center, but it starts from the left side of attack and roams a little bit to the center.
Maybe we'll do a special spotlight on Nwobi in Fulham and track his movements and see the free role they give him to play. Sometimes he's here, he's in the middle. They let him play a particular role, and he starts and finishes all games for Fulham.
Yes, but in the Super Eagles, you want him to be a pivot.
You can't. Who is he going to bench? That's the problem. You want to start Nwobi ahead of Lookman, people will come for you.
Yes, in that way, you say why? Because in that way, you can say, okay, let me put Bashiru there to play with Onyedika and Ndidi. So it's all tactical. But again, after looking at Real Madrid now, let's go to a game. I want to focus on a surprising. We'll go for Arsenal because they've been incredible.
We even have the highlights for that game.
They've only considered one this season. That free kick, I think it was set, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll check that.
That's the only goal they've considered. But I want to go because I want to make a little announcement also from some things that is brewing. Yesterday, Benfica lost at home to Qarabag.
And that result shocked me.
That's a very shocking. And after that game, the hierarchy in Benfica just said, I think the coach's name is Laje. They said, Ilko, please be going. And they've started discussion with the special one,
Mourinho,
Jose Mourinho, to take over Benfica. So before the end of today or by tomorrow morning, Mourinho might just be the coach of Benfica. So that loss has paved way for Mourinho probably handling Benfica. And I think Chelsea's second game is Benfica, if I'm not mistaken. Why you people will try to bring our legend back to the bridge?
You beat him now.
You beat him?
Yes, now.
He's not good.
Did not beat him when he was in United. You beat him now. You beat him first year.
He's not good again.
He's the not so special one.
Mourinho has earned
he has earned more
close to 100 million
in severance fees.
In severance fees, 100 million.
Much more than his earning as a coach, his salary as coach. He has earned more for.
People say they should call it the sacked one, not the special one. He's not taking anything away from him, but he has really.
I'm taking away something from him. I think that his tactics have been figured out, and I don't think he's improved his tactics over time.
The truth is that, let me just tell you the truth.
Okay,
it's not that you talk about improve because when I said Guardiola has changed football, I've made football the way it is to be robotic, mechanical.
Yes.
You can put it anywhere you want to do. Mourinho said, I won't join this bandwagon. I will stay with my mom. Because he's even Guardiola that he said,
I agree with purists. When you tell me I'm a purist, I stick with this style. You see people that will tell you I'm a Porsche purist.
Yes.
I don't believe in EVs. I'm a Ferrari purist. I don't believe in electric vehicles. I don't believe in hybrids. I don't believe in electrification, internal combustion engines only. This is power, the noise, this. If you are a coach, if you want to believe that your ICE engines, we call them ICE, that's internal combustion engines. If you want to believe that your ICE cars, for example, your V12 Ferrari, is better than EVs, Ogbeni, beat the Tesla. Beat the fastest Tesla. In the same way, he used to. Now you've seen that the Teslas. Is it anybody's fault?
The thing is that let me just put it this way, and this is my analogy. It might not really fit in, but I'm going to try to fit it in.
Let's hear it.
Like for him now, if you look at this, technology has made it happen for you. Will have to happen for you to beat those, right?
Yes.
Now, if you don't have money for that technology, it might not happen. You might have the idea, but if you don't have the technology, you might not beat them. Now, Mourinho has come to a place where he's not spending as much.
They gave you Man U. Please, what did you do with Man U? You win league. Did you win Champions League? It's Europa League you won.
He won Europa League now.
Europa League is not what they want.
He also won FA Cup.
Are you kidding me? When Pep won treble, Pep won quadruple.
At that point, he didn't have the...
You were in the club that has the money. What did you do? Why wouldn't they release funds? Now they gave you money now. You're one of the highest spenders from United now. Go and check his purchases.